just wanted to do this quick tutorial about how to, when in your franchise mode, how to actually put your players on the disabled list without actually playing a game. You can actually go in, pick the player, choose the injury, the duration of time, and which disabled list, be it 15-day or 60-day disabled list that you want to put them on. And I am going to go through real quick. I'm currently in franchise, as you can see. So I'm going to go in and just show you how to actually do that. I'm currently in franchise mode. One thing you want to do is when you first start your franchise, when you're choosing the teams, you can control all the teams. One of the teams, I chose the Phillies, obviously. I had another franchise, and I chose all the teams because I wanted to control all the rosters and do roster moves and this and that. Really not concerned too much about that anymore, but I am concerned about the Phillies roster. However, the mistake I made on my old franchise is that I actually went in and controlled all the rosters, CPU rosters, and that was why I was unable to place my players on the disabled list at will and choose how long they're on there for and all that stuff. Duration, type of injury, that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I've already go over here to the right side of the screen, the disabled list. I've already chosen 2 players. I click that. As you can see, I've already put players on the disabled list. So what I'm going to do is this is the injured players already on the DL. What I'm going to do is just going to back out real quick. I'm going to hit the left, the L1 button, go to the roster. And as I scroll down here, you'll see the little green band-aids pop up of who's currently on the DL. We'll just hit X, remove injury, and we'll just go back up to him again. But anyway, the important part is that once you choose, again, when you go into your franchise, and once you go in and choose the teams that you want to be, you want to use the Phillies in this case. You definitely want to make sure that you go into the settings. I'll show you that in just a few seconds. But first, this is actually how you do it. You go in. The problem was before on the old roster, I wasn't able to access this screen, manage injuries with the roster. But now that I am able to do that, I'm able to pull up the roster and actually select a player. As you can see here, Cody Ashe. I forget the injury he had. I'll pull that up real quick. Right oblique strain. So go in here real quick. Did I miss it? Worked the way up there. Groin, hamstring, leg, hip, hip, hip. There we go. And I hit the right directional. Go all the way out to 5 days. Confirm injury. Boom. So once you do that, you confirm the injury. The little green band-aid pops up. You hit right, or R1, I should say. Go to the player's name. Hit X. Choose which disabled list you want to put them on. I'm going to pick the 15-day disabled list, and boom. I've already put Michael Mariota on there, who is currently in Lehigh Valley, and Aaron Altair, who is going to be out till July. So there you have it. So hate to do first last and last first, but let's go to how you would actually be able to do that. Once you were actually in here, you can actually choose to leave this off and just let them get injured naturally, which a lot of people do. Me, I'm more of it relating to real life rosters. For instance, Charlie Morton just went down with an injury recently. I didn't work my way up to that point in the season yet, but this past Saturday he went out and he's out for the year because he tore his hamstring. So he's going to need surgery. He's going to be out for the rest of the year. So I wanted to do that on the franchise that I had started before this, and I was unable to do that, and I certainly didn't want to blow one of his options by sending him down to the minors. However, if you want to avoid all that, you can certainly. I'm just going to get out of this. I'm just going to show you how it's done. I didn't save this, so let's see how many I actually have in here. Load data. Nope. So there's 2 of them. Okay, good. So this one down here is one I had already started. I'm already up to this week, April 23rd. So I think I just played the Saturday game in which I'm about to play the Saturday game where Morton actually got injured. So I started the new franchise up here. I can bring it up, or I can even start another one just to show you how that's done. Let me just get out real quick. All right, let's pretend we're going to start a franchise from the ground up. Franchise, new. I'm going to use saved rosters because the Operation Sports rosters are the best. They're the most true to life, so I'm going to use their version 2.2 roster. And this is where I went wrong before. So what I did was I actually went and chose all the teams like this. That was the wrong thing for me to do on my last franchise. So I'm going to unselect them. I'm just going to pick the Phillies. Maybe I'll pick the Cubs too. Yeah, I'll pick the Phillies. This is the only way I know of to be able to manipulate your own disabled list, choose the players you want to be on the disabled list, the duration, the type of injury. This is the way I did it. So you hit advance, you hit options, or I like to still call it the start button. Now here's the deal. So you go down here, CPU roster control is off. Clearly says CPU roster control allows you to manage rosters for all CPU controlled teams. When on, trading will be disabled, budgets and injuries will be ignored. See, I didn't read the fine print when I did my last franchise. The first one, the current one. So that's why I was unable to do the manual injuries and the manual disabled list before. It says this option may only be set here. Once you enter the mode, the option will no longer be available. So if you want to do your own injuries, you got to control one team, and you can choose which players you would like to be manually put on the disabled list, take off when you want, give them the injury that you choose, from a broken finger to a bruised forehead to a strained oblique. Put them on the 15-day or 60-day DL, but this is where it begins. Actually began back at the team selection screen, but there you go here. CPU roster control has to be set to off. And all this stuff I left alone. CPU trading is on. I don't care. But for S's and giggles, we'll turn this off. Force trades. I'll turn that on. Designated hitters auto. Okay, so we'll advance. Now let's see if we can do it. So we'll go in here, go down and end spring training. Okay, we'll go over to team. No, we're not. Big. Okay. No. Disable list. Okay, so I am still able to, even though I have forced trades and that, I can still go in here and choose which players I want to put on the disabled list. In my old franchise, the one that is still active, I only got this screen and I was unable to hit the left or the right bumper button to bring up the actual roster. So there's Aaron Altair. So X. I forget what his injury was. Aaron Altair. Broken wrist. Wrist surgery. There we go. Let's put that out to 70 days. Confirm injury. Now, you go back to the injured players. There's Aaron Altair. Hit X. Move to 60-day DL. Boom. So he will start the season on the disabled list. That's how you do it. So sorry for all my rambling. Hopefully you could hear all of this. But that's how you do it. Um, if you have any questions or comments or whatever, if I ramble too much, which I do, been accused of that. Um, but the whole point was just to show you and any people out there who um, didn't know you could do this. For those of you out there like me who are um, really into having rosters be true to life, because when you go on and play live, the rosters are so far off it's not even funny. So if you want to do your own franchise, you want to control your own disabled list, this is the way to do it. So that's it. That's it. Guess I'll see you guys later. If you want, you can subscribe to Bilskie 1. I also do matches from WWE 2K16 on here. I do a lot of matches from the 1990 WCW era, NWA, WCW era. I'm sure you've seen a lot on there if you haven't seen them already. I'll do more in the future, but occasionally I'll do some baseball stuff. But I wanted to do this just so I could actually plop this on my Facebook page and let everybody know that this is in fact possible. So there you have it. You can do it without even playing a game. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.